I suspect we might be live. Hello to the 0 people who watch this stream, which is fine. I'm not bitter or twisted at all. I feel like we have a quorum. Okay, so today, gentle traveller, we are trying to get our camera to be in the right position. I suspect an application. No? Okay, we're just going to go with this. Today, gentle traveller, we are going to... No, I don't want to save or load. I just want to... Thank you. I can't remember where we were at, gentle traveller, but what we want to do today, I think, is to leave the city. Because I feel like there's a big world out there. We're in the round city. I presume all of this area here is at a high level. But I also assume that there are things that we can do outside of it. So let's go do that. We were in the city last time, and no good came of it. And now we're in the, I don't know, district of people looking vaguely depressed. There's nothing wrong with that. You do you in terms of your own mental health. But for our purposes, we would like to leave. I wonder if we have unlocked this travel point. We have not. But we are in the right way in order to go to that fast travel point. So let's do that.
What see you, my friend?
Let's see if this person also has things to steal. No, this person does though. You'll have to forgive me my hiccups. And we've stolen her stuff, which in this game's fairly lax moral code. That's something you can do. Alright, we're in the metal factory. Again, not something I necessarily care about, but it looks as though we've found a something point. We've found one of those things that says, oh, here's a historical thing that you should know about. So let us know about it. Nah, don't care about ceramics in the oldie worldy. We'll move on. Okay, so... Alright, onward and upwards. So we're going west, which I believe was the title of a song. Could be wrong. Oh, here we go. Emporium of the World. Sounds not interesting. So let's steal this guy's stuff, and we'll move along. And we have a Favahar. Not sure again what that is. Oh, there was a guy to pickpocket here as well. Hello. Pickpocket. There we go. Take your stuff. And he's got a Sumerian... There's a lot of Sumerian rings. I'm not sure what the Sumerians are up to, but they're creating a lot of useful jewellery as far as we can tell. Okay. We are in the hinterland. So basically, what we're doing here, gentle viewer, is just basically trying to get into hijinks. I'd love to say that probably helps the algorithm, but who knows? Anyway, do you look like you're in pain there, ma'am? Do you have anything that I can steal? No? Okay, well, we'll leave you be then. In past Assassin's Creed games, there was a bunch of crocodiles. None here, or at least none that are going to get us. Although rabbits, I didn't know that rabbits were a thing in the Baghdad of the Caliphate era. Should say also this game is set in the Baghdad of the Caliphate era. So basically all we are going to do is to
Show me everything.
Scout the area, and we shall use our bird. The name of the bird is something, I can't remember, but it was the name of the companion of Gilgamesh, which suggests that you are Gilgamesh in this game. Not so sure whether that's something that you would like to be. I did read the Epic of Gilgamesh back in the day, but again, no good came of it. It's one of these ones you read and say, okay, it's nice, and you can kind of see where the beginnings of this are. But then you think to yourself, yeah, but we've got Netflix now, so thanks, but anyway. Okay, so we can swim in this game. Again, no crocodiles. Again, probably a good thing. So let's go over to this fortress or whatever it is and explore. Oh, hang on. You know what I'm not doing, MBs, ladies and gentlemen? I'm not calling our... we're not calling our mount.
Whoa.
Also, I seem to have taken a potion. This is the problem with your modern Assassin's Creed game. Ends up that you... there's about 8 different controls that none of which control particularly well. Because basically there are too many controls to do too many things. Gameplay action. So it seems as though... Enkidu, by the way, is the name of the eagle. But what we want to do is to call mount, and I have no idea where the call mount X, okay. So it should be this. Oh, frame rate. All right, our mount is a camel, name of which is largely unimportant. We have a second river. Is this a Euphrates? I feel like this should be the Euphrates because I think Baghdad was on the Euphrates. Don't know. Don't claim to know. Not. Okay. Well, let's climb this. And then at least we have a... yeah, you don't need to wall run, mate. Everything's fine. We'll climb this, and at least then we have a fast save point. Wonderful gameplay I'm providing here, aren't I? There we go. Synchronize, and hopefully we shall find some things. Because this is the only reason to synchronize in the your modern Assassin's Creed game is to find things to loot or steal. Open world map. Nope, that's dudes what one has to stab. This is the world map. Okay, so what have we got here? A watermill and a historical site. And another viewpoint. Alright, well, we'll go to another viewpoint then. Not precious about these things. Everything's fine. The other viewpoint's up there. Alright. Congratulations on your wonderful ability to dive into the distance. Okay, so we'll need our camel again. Oh, hang on. Oh. The water so soon it will soak these pages. So quickly the river rose. To devour all I had treasured. Oh, I wonder what that is, MBs, ladies and gentlemen. Does it mean that there is treasure here? We shall soon find out. Had to leave my children. Why deny me why my village? Answer from the river. Still it rises, consuming the last of my memories. Okay. Well, that suggests that around here one finds a river, presumably still the Euphrates, that one will find poor old mate's resting place.
I need your help, my friend.
Yeah, alright. No. There we go. That's the one we want. This game, by the way, so you're aware, every button has 2 or 3 things that are mapped to it, and it really depends on whether you press and hold or don't press and hold. Either way, it's deeply tedious. All right.
Survey the area, Enkidu.
No, I don't want you to survey the area, Enkidu. All right. All right. Yeah, okay. Great. Alrighty then. Okay, on to another point, and we shall keep an eye out on the river, because I suspect old mate, there is a point of interest around here, so we'll continue to periodically at least.
What do you see?
No, Enkidu, don't care that much. Every now and again. Ooh. I feel that there's an element of no good, Nick, about this whole place. So I'm going to dismount.
Cast your gaze, Enkidu.
I should have said this episode's name was "And Then He Learned to Dismount." There we go. And I'm going to steal this person's stuff. Is this person asleep? No? Okay. And best not to ask questions. If there's a side quest over here, we will go sort it out later. Alright. No one's attacking me either, which is probably a good sign. Okay, let's go over to this hunk of stone. I don't know what this is. Probably should know, but don't.
Yeah!
All right. The Arca of Dunes. Now, in other Assassin's Creed games, there are some places that are gated by level, and you'll be automatically attacked if you go there. Is this one of those areas? We ask ourselves. The dismount issue is an issue. The struggle is very real. Because when I press this, and then when I do that, this the name of this channel is Game Badly, so you know I'm not going to necessarily say that's not what I'm doing. Dismount, disembark, hold to fill. All right. Ooh. There seems to be some underground things over there. This interests me. All right, well, let's climb this this thing. Game Badly. That's pretty much name what it says on the tin. Okay. So we basically follow the rocks that are protruding. There are so many different things that I could have called this this episode, but I didn't realise this was one of them. So this suggests to me, MDs, ladies and gentlemen, this suggests to me that this is a person-made structure. Oh, here we go. Old mate's really chugging along now. Look at this. And now we get up to terraces and also clipping, as the case may be. All right. Oh, look at this. Now where? Alright, here we go. But where is this in Baghdad? And is this still standing in Baghdad? I would love to see if this was. Is this like a burial mound or something like that? Who knows? Anyway, we shall move right along. Whee! Oh, here we go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alright, well, she'll swim up. Oh, here we go. It seems we've found ourselves in a... Oh dear. Oh, now.
Your fate is sealed.
You see.
I will kill you.
Yeah, well, you already have sunshine, so we shall move along. So the question is here. We have to synchronize again, apparently. Because synchronizing is not a save-worthy event. Okay, so the idea is, I think, that we still go down there. We still, like, murk every dude that we find. I think murk is the word, isn't it? Oh. And, then we find the treasure.
Hold on. How much longer can you hide, me? Hey! Now you pay! That's right, Uncle. There.
Okay. Well, that worked. Got more throwing knives, again, useful. And bone dice. Not sure whether bone dice are necessarily the most glorious thing in the world. But we shall find out. Anyway, it looks like we need to off Duda and Duda here. But let's collect some things. I felt kind of good about that level of assassinating. I feel like all of that has worked out well. All right, we've eaten all we're going to eat. We've assassined all we're going to assassin. Obviously something we need to get through there, which we will need presumably one of these handy and dandy things here. Now, can we? How do we oh, here we go. Puzzle time. To quote the New Zealand ad. Okay. So looty loot, which has given us a whole bunch of stuff. And then we carry this over here, and presumably this wall here, which looks, not sure whether fungible is the right word, but whatever. And of course we need the word for throw, which is obviously not the same as put down. Okay. We have, in the words of Jim Morrison, broken on through to the other side. So the next question is, are there going to be any other dooders that we need to worry about? Presumably the answer is yes, because there are always dooders that we need to worry about. Okay. We seem to have found ourselves in a pirate's lair. So, question, if we jump up here, is someone going to harm us? And the answer is yes. And the answer is he seems like he can really hurt us. So, the next thing... Oh, seriously, dude. Seriously. You follow a prompt, you think you're doing the right thing, you find out that you're not doing the right thing. Right, so... question is, we can't save here. Wonderful. Well, this is just grand. Lost a bunch of health.
You ever been down to Abdullah? Like it? Nice bit of land off the Kumar Road. What? Hold on.
All right. Hey, look at that.
Hey! Hey! Pay for your sins!
Look at that. Look at that. We have a hidden one dagger. I feel like that's a good thing. I want to say it's a good thing. And let's collect all of this other loot. I feel like we have done good works here. MBs, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like we have made several advances. Locked door. I'm not sure whether we can do anything with that. Lots of skeletons, however, and the fact that we're not getting icked out about it probably speaks to our character. Alright. And also some form of waterfall that presumably one shouldn't chase. But some hidden things, because there are always hidden things behind waterfalls. And a bit of a chesty chest. And presumably through here there'll be some more stuff. And also presumably we could have come through here in order to loot this place. Also we probably could have killed a bunch of dudes if we used that precariously hanging... who leaves some netting with some refuse in it? What point of that is that? Apart from wanting to... basically leaving something that will fall on people and hurt them. Obviously, this is the reason why we've been able to clean out all of these ne'er-do-wells, because they are stupid. Here's the answer. Basically, the answer to everything. We've managed to off all of these people because they are not smart. But we're smart because we've used our brains. That having been said, I still feel like the amount of loot that we've got is not necessarily... Oh, hang on. More loot next to the body in a cage. Which is wonderful. Anyway. Let's be on our way, MBs, ladies and gentlemen, through the waterfall, because as aforementioned, there is always something behind the waterfall in this game. Having spent time around waterfalls in my misspent youth, I noticed that generally there is nothing behind waterfalls. Okay, I think we're now finished our task, and we need to unbar the door here repeatedly, it seems, because for some reason... Okay, you can't unbar the door when crouched. Thanks, Assassin's Creed. And we pop ourselves out in front of a well. Interesting. Okay, I think that we've spent enough time in this. Also, just noticing the stream, I'm looking very pasty, which is nice. And so we will leave it at that. Thank you for watching. All of you who didn't. Happy days. Until the next thrilling adventure.